What's up, everyone? It's your boy NR2003, aka Nathan Stapleton, and welcome everyone to Oswego Dirt for race number 13 on the season, chase race number 2 of season 4 of the Powerade Truck Series. We are here for the AutoZone Dirt Derby. For the first time ever, we are going points racing for dirt on the channel. Of course, we were here for the Hollywood Safety Shootout last year. We will be back here this year in October. But before that, it's time for these truckers to have a shot at this great racetrack. And we saw a crazy pole finish last night in the part-time qualifying race. Have to see what happens here for the main show. I am joined by Brett Kenningberg up here in the booth. And based off of last night, we might be for a treat here tonight.
Yeah, from what good buddy Derek Campbell told me, that race was insane. We seen a flip, we seen a car get airborne, or a truck rather get airborne. Well, you never know what's going to happen here. Dirt racing, 40 trucks, really small track here in New York. You never know what's really going to happen with these types of things, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be interesting. This place is wide, but the groove is kind of narrow. We saw 3 and 4 wide, and it didn't really work out that well. So I have to wait and see what happens here. What do you think will happen here? Because it's gonna be no pit stops. These guys are good on fuel. They just have to race for 50 laps and hope for the best, and hopefully they don't go flipping like we saw last night for the 26th. 3 and 4 wide, pure chaos most likely.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Pure chaos is just what dirt track racing is. Doesn't matter if it's real life or on NR. It's all just one big glomp of chaos, and I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. That's why we bought these truckers here. It's been a great season. And speaking of a great season, we kicked off the chase last week at ILP for the first time ever on the channel, just like Oswego here tonight for the Powerade Truck Series, and it was Matthew Burnett getting the job done. And here is the chase standings after one race. Glenn Moore, out of nowhere, didn't have a great regular season, but he is now in the lead with a 2-point advantage over Zachary Fitzgerald, who has a curse on the channel, trying to break it. Lance Mastrina is in third, 11 points back. Fourth is Jack Gronkowski, 14 points back. Juan Garcia, the season 1 champion, 18 points back. Clinton became one of the best riders all season, minus 19. Matt Stayers, minus 20. Roberto Clown Jr., minus 22. Lawrence Sattler, another one of the big two consistency-wise this season, deep in the field in 9th place, minus 24. The defending champion, Nathan Stapleton, minus 25. Abel, minus 30. And then Wakefield, minus 31. Those two have a lot of work to do with 6 races to go in the chase. And speaking of the chase, as you can tell, not a lot of blue spoilers starting up front. The only one starting up front is the point leader of Quinn Moore. Everybody else, Jordan Stout starts dead last year. Nathan Baer starts deep in field. Wakefield, Davis, Roberto Clown Jr., among others. Everybody else, besides Quinn Moore, starts outside of the top 10 at least. So that's going to be interesting of how everything plays out here at Oswego Dirt. And let's go ahead and get these truckers rolling off for the first time ever at Oswego Dirt. And it will be Eli Bright on the pole, and alongside him is Anthony Hernandez, Dale Camel, and Zachary DeLetto, Jason Lona, and Benny Watson in row 3. The 35 of Vigo Boeto and Benny Moore. And the man at the top 10 is Quinn Moore and Chris Reynolds. Well, but let's see here. Who do you think will win here in the AutoZone Dirt Derby?
You gotta go with my good buddy there, Derek Campbell, driving for Thorsport, number 99 machine. He's not really a dirt guy, more of a road course guy, he's called himself, but he's garbage there too. But you know what? I want to see what that little nut job can do.
Not a bad pick. Won at Texas earlier, and you barely missed out on the chase. Chase race number 2. We have Green Flag Racing for the AutoZone Dirt Derby at Oswego in New York.
There you see the number 42 machine of Eli Bright off to a pretty decent start, but there comes the Florida boy, Derek Campbell. That feels weird saying, but he's being up in the middle. Ooh, nearly into Eli Bright, trying to get up to that cushion. Watching enough dirt vision, know that that's the right way to run.
3 and 4 wide all the way through the pack, and we saw last night the dust.
Oh, look out!
On this racetrack.
Quinn
Moore in the middle of all this mess. And we saw last night the dust was a massive problem, and it's going to be an even worse problem with it being 40 trucks instead of only 14. But Hamill trying to chase down the number 42 of Eli Bright here, as Barretto to the inside a couple of part-time trucks, and actually 3 out of 4 here, as 3 wide for third here. Oh boy.
O2 up the track. The O2, I believe, is, give me a moment, where the, I have no idea who's in the O2 car.
That would be Jason Lona in 02.
Thank you.
Oh, slide job. Whoa, major slide job from Josh Williamson in the back.
Oh, don't do that. Don't wreck the Thorsport truck, dog.
Josh Williamson has had a rough season, and he twice sending it in 3 and 4. And we are seeing the dust picking up like crazy here, and might have to watch out for Cole Wayman. And all 3 of these part-time trucks that are up front show very strong speed, especially Cole Wayman last night in the part-time qualifying race, up to 3rd already.
The bow tie brigade's closing on that single Toyota in 2nd place. You must be hearing Jaws music.
Yeah, probably, because there's a Chevy in front of them.
There's a whole crap load of bow ties right there.
Oh yeah, a Chevy in front of them and 4 Chevys right behind him. Make that 5 Chevys right behind him. It's starting to get some Thorsport teammates in Williamson and the Season 1 champion of Juan Garcia, probably the most experience in the series, and now he is the highest chase driver at the moment.
Look at the 61 machine. Oh, Rick.
Chris Reynolds.
Thank you. I'm going to be doing that all race.
Moved his teammate out of the way, and we are paying attention to all this.
4 wide, that's 4 wide, that's 4 wide. Look out, look out, look out.
Have to be careful, that is 4 wide. Oh, slide job.
This ain't going to work. Look out. Ooh, they're going to be hitting the inside. Oh, what? They made it work for now.
This place can surprise us, and that's what we are seeing right now here at Oswego Dirt. And one thing I'm not surprised about is the racing that we are seeing right now. And one thing I'm not surprised at,
into the lead!
Slide job. I put it out.
Yeah.
You might see that in the corner of the screen. There's so much action here at this racetrack, and now Eli Bright is trying to do a crossover.
The Moose takes the lead. The Moose smells the clean air. He wants to get out of here.
But that's not going to happen,
Moose
though.
King passed her lead. Never mind.
Eli Bright to the inside.
Lap, let's go.
The dust, good lord, they did not water the track down at all here at Oswego Dirt. Hamill was out front. Bright gonna do a slide job. Now here comes Cole Williams to the inside of Dale Camel. Still clean and green. Lap 12 now of 50.
I don't know how we've gone this long without a wreck with these 40 massive metal behemoths. What I was trying to say. On this little dirt track here in Oswego. Usually an asphalt track, as we know. Covers in dirt for every Super Dirt Week. And for this.
Yeah, randomly. It's interesting because normally, like you said, Oswego is paved, but for a couple of times the year, they decide to put some dirt in it.
Oh, look at Raymond nearly into Eli Bright.
Slide job attempt gone wrong, and that was almost tried to be a reverse slide job, and now might have to watch out for another part-time driver of Sam Oskin getting into the mix.
Halo of a run downstairs on Raymond. Keeps it clean somehow. He's going to have the run on the inside lane, though, which is... Oh, no, Raymond takes it from him. Raymond's able to park that thing right in the line that Hamill was trying to run there.
White pulling away, Raymond, Hamill, the 97 of Oskin, and the 35 of Blair rounds out the top 5. Anthony Hernandez in 6th. Trace Murphy's been fast all season, battling with the 16 of Chad Gronkowski inside the top 10. And here's the 4th and final part-time driver. These part-time drivers are putting on a show here tonight. That's Bronson Minnick inside the top 10 as well.
More like Bronson Menace after that LCQ race.
Yeah, not many drivers happy about that. In case you don't know, when 3 wide took out Eric Monaco and made 2 trucks catch air and made 1 truck fly and go upside down. So, not happy about him with a couple of drivers, but some drivers that are happy are these top 2 part-time trucks as they are battling hard up front.
Battle East 42 of Eli Bright he has a pretty decent lead. The Trey Hutchins 14 of Cole Raymond, the Cody Robon 97 of Summit Oskin. They're battling each other. That's just allowing Eli Bright to scoot away.
Now we're getting to the point of the one on these tires where it's gonna get a little bit harder to pass. Not a massive tire, but there's enough tire where the longer these tires run, the harder it's gonna get. And that's what we are seeing. Trey Smith going to do a slide job, same with Chad Gronkowski back here towards the back half of the top 10.
Gronkowski, your highest running chaser right now. That's incredible to say, considering he's just outside the top 10, it seems. If my math is right, no, he's in top 5 almost now.
Looking his way up here. Believe, yeah, he's in 7th, trying to take 6th away from Trey Smith. Moving on this inside lane. And here comes a couple more chasers. Juan Garcia, Lance Smith Jr. as well. But still, not a lot of chasers up front. We saw this at ILP. Chasers struggle at ILP, and they are struggling here. Battle for second. Here we go. Hamill almost made contact with Raymond. And Oskin's going to take second spot.
There you see Oskin with the run on the inside lane. Can't see a goddamn thing right now. Oh, never mind. Oskin's going to have the run on the inside lane through the fire and the flames, as it were. Battle for thirds commencing now. Hamill on the inside. Raymond on the outside. Into turn 1. Looks like Hamill's going to get it, maybe. I cannot tell.
Oh, and still side by side. Raymond really whipping the cushion in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, it seems like they did a better job following the track than what they did in 1 and 2. Oh, can't get
ooh, look at
clear.
the run he got on the inside. Smooth moves there, Moose.
Hamill tried with the inside. And Raymond with a nice one up top on that cushion. Fought back down the back stretch. Almost halfway through the AutoZone Dirt Derby. No caution. Probably should have had a couple, but fantastic racing.
Ooh, Hamill with the run on the inside. Flags are crossed, halfway to go in the AutoZone Dirt Derby. Hamill's nearly past Raymond. He's not quite clear yet down the back straightaway. Raymond's going to get the run the outside lane, but I think Hamill's got it.
Yeah, he should have it right here unless Raymond gets a massive one from the cushion. That's not going to be the case. Hamill's going to get it. Might have to watch out for Chad Gronkowski. He won at Kansas, and honestly, I almost forgot about that he won. I think that must have been because of fuel mileage, I do believe. So he didn't really lead a lot of laps there, but he's been quietly consistent ever since then. And Gronkowski, the highest chaser, is now inside the top 5.
As we know, Kansas is a very similar track here to this dirt track here in Oswego, New York.
Flat track, kinda, especially the version that we use here, the 09 version. So it's flat. This track flat as well, so the only comparisons in that scenario.
It was a joke, dude.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Raymond, all of the back bump of Hamill, as Bright from the pole, still out front.
You know, it does surprise me that. He's messing up. He's gonna get the antlers here pretty soon if he just does that again.
Raymond got nothing to lose. Hamill doesn't have anything to lose for the championship-wise, but wants to improve on his points situation, and Raymond's going to get it. Oscar all over the back bumper of Bright, and I have to wait and see. If it stays like this, we might stay clean and green, and it might look pretty good for Eli Bright, who's had a struggling season in that 42 machine.
Well, I can tell you this much. I've known Hams a long time, and I don't think he's going to take anything like that.
Yeah, for sure. This is the short track, it's the dirt track. Who knows, we might see a little bit of short track racing here tonight if things get too out of hand. But this is flying on by, 20 laps to go in the first of AutoZone Dirt Derby. No cautions, but pretty good stuff on the racetrack. Let's see here. Gronkowski is in 5th.
Ooh, look at Barretto though. Well, we can't now, but he might have a slightly better car or truck than Gronkowski.
Oh yeah, I think so. Gronkowski gonna wash
look
up.
at Boston Minnick. My bad. Oh, off the track, Barretto into Gronkowski, being and banging.
Not surprised about that. We've seen that a couple of times already, and they're still side by side for, I believe, the 5th place spot. Slide job. Can't quite get there. Oh, what the? Oh
We got a
no.
fast one. The name of baby Jesus happened here. Great. I'm running out of words.
Great balls of fire. Looks like Benny Moore.
God dang right, dude.
Benny Moore with some damage, and
Oh, Claymore! Your points leader!
I don't know if he got damage or if he just fell all the way back, but we saw...
Still, huge implications here.
Looks like the 95 of Owen Miles has damage, so it might have been something with Benny Moore and Owen Miles, but first caution of the night, and we can finally believe here. The long green flag wanted to start off the AutoZone Dirt Derby.
What the fuck was that?
Man, well, an interesting one here at AutoZone Dirt Derby, or for the AutoZone Dirt Derby. When we go back green, it will be about 15, or it will be less than 15 to go, maybe 10 laps to go. And let's go ahead and see what happened at the first caution in the AutoZone Dirt Derby. Well, here we go, same place as last night in the post-time qualifying race. In turns 3 and 4, Benny Moore tried doing a slide job on the 45 of Owen Miles this week. It was not clear, and then right here, goes into the outside wall, and once again, another flip here. There's a barrel roll, gets on top of the wall, gets shoved by Owen Miles, the 52 of 8, Sean gets a little bit of a piece of it, and then gets shoved and rolls over again. Matt Davis misses it, and Moore, the point leader, had to come to a complete stop to avoid it. Great job from Moore, but unfortunately, he did have to come to a stop.
He may have got a small bit of damage, too, from the 5 car.
Maybe a slight bit of damage. I have to see of how much that affects him, but that could have been way, way worse for Moore. But to have to wait for Benny Moore going upside down twice here at Oswego.
Well, Benny Moore, 3 wide, right up into poor Owen Miles. And, well, I've heard of rolling off the top of the corner, but he took that literally. Great balls of fire. I mean, god dang, man. And there you see Quinn Moore having to come to a complete and full stop. Maybe a tiny bit of damage, not really Allen number 25 machine. But I think he's good. You know, the 5 car undoubtedly out of the event now.
Yeah, and that's why we saw the 5 truck off of turn number 1 be really slow. And that's why we saw a bunch of these trucks scatter and scramble, because they didn't know where Benny Moore was going to be at. But 2 days in a row here at Oswego Dirt, and we have a flip in both races. With that being said, we are going to have a late race restart here in AutoZone Dirt Derby, and it will be Eli Boy out front, and let's go ahead and get back to the restart here at Oswego Dirt. Welcome back to Oswego Dirt for the AutoZone Dirt Derby. We have 12 laps to go at the line in this wild event. One truck is out, and that is obviously Benny Moore flipping wildly off of turn number 4. It will be Bright, Oskin, Raymond, Hamill, and Barretto, the top 5. Have to see what happens here with 12 laps to go in the AutoZone Dirt Derby. Can Eli Boy hang on and get his first win on the season? Let's find out. Back to green with 12 laps to go.
Look at Oskin here. Oskin holds the keys to this race right now. If he doesn't make a move on Eli Bright pronto, it's going to be over.
See, gonna try to win the cushion. Bright wanting the cushion a little bit. The 14 get there as well. That was a little bit close. Now Oskin has to settle back in. Bright wants it a little bit wide. Oskin wanting it a little bit lower. This is gonna be a process to try to build up the momentum for a couple laps and then send it.
You gotta lick the stamp here at Oswego, same as any dirt track. I really don't know what I'm talking about, though, to be honest.
See here, Oskin trying to do what only one other part-time driver has done this season. Now is Andrew Miller all the way back at Las Vegas. But Eli Bright still on the pole, looked fairly strong all night long. Oskin gonna get to the inside though, side by side with 9 laps to go.
Oh man, this is gonna be getting good here. Oskin's got to run the inside. We can't see a dang thing in turn 1, but coming out of turn 1, we can see just fine. Into turn 3 here, Oskin's got to run. He is licking that stamp. He's put it in the mailbox. He said it.
So the line job couldn't quite make it stick. Now Oz gonna have to try again. He's not gonna try again.
Oh, they're 3 abreast for third.
Oh boy, side by side for second. Almost 3 wide. They were 3 wide for third.
Oh man, Barretto. He has nothing to lose. None of these part-timers have anything to lose. Maybe except their lives with Hams right there, because he's a very angry Canadian.
And speaking of part-timers, we might have all 3 of them going side by side for third, if we're not careful.
Well, that'll be a wreck, to put it bluntly.
Jack Gronkowski almost into Derek Hamill. Getting some short track racing here at Oswego Dirt now. And the top 2 trying to break away. The 35 of Barretto to the inside, going to get clear of the 14. Now Hamill trying to get clear of the 14. As Minnick as well, all 4 part-timers doing a fantastic job here tonight at Oswego.
Only 2 guys have led this race, by the way. Eli Bright and Derek Hamill. And I don't think that's going to change here unless someone gets a biblical level run, which is not looking like they will. I think we can call them dogs without the fire.
Yeah, with only 4 laps to go, it's going to go by very, very fast. It's been great racing from second on back, but Eli Bright has been the dominant truck here tonight in that 42 machine from these motorsports. Still side by side. I think Barretto might have something for Bright if he can get past the 97 right now. And he's not going to get there. 3 laps to go at the line. Whoa! Juan Garcia sideways.
Juan Garcia nearly goes around. He saved it, though, in that 88 machine.
Oh, that was close. We saw that easily with that neon Menards truck. Massive cinch from the 35. 2 laps to go. Does Barretto have anything for Eli Bright?
Not looking like it. Like, well, we can't see anything in turn 1, but yeah, Bright is gaining time on them.
This 42 truck's just outright.
That thing's wicked fast.
I don't know what they did in that 42 truck, but they are off to the races. They are off to Talladega 1 week early at this rate. Massive speed from this 42. Great racing all night long, but it was the dominant one by Eli Bright. Hamill had a little bit of a shot, but got stuck behind part-time trucks. Eli Bright is going to make it 2 in a row for non-chasers, and a dominant performance here tonight, as I think they were side by side for second, and barely Barretto was able to get it.
You know, a bit of an inverse from the LCQ there. Barretto barely lost it, but Barretto gets second this time. Well, I guess say same, actually.
Well then, Bright gets the job done, and look at all those part-timers. 4 out of the top 6 for those part-timers, and honestly, I think that's probably because of them running in the part-time race last night. They had 25 more laps than everyone else, and they took advantage of it, of being 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th. Bright and Hamill are the highest 2 full-time drivers. Trey Smith continuing his really good season with speed, and finally gets a good result. Jack Gronkowski, the highest chase driver, in 8th. Lance Smith Jr. on the way in 9th. Anthony Hernandez in 10th. Juan Garcia cut it straight after going sideways and gets 11th. Weem, Reynolds, Burnett, Pullen, Williamson, Baird, the next chaser, in 17th. Lona, Buchanan in 19th. Renzoff in 20th. Watson 21st. Stout 22nd. Crown Jr. in 23rd. Seidel, Ida, Abel, Fitzwater in 27th. Matt Davis in 28th. And then going throughout the field, Quinn Moore, even though he had to stop, and honestly, he probably stopped to save some points, but even then, he restarted in 39th, and he only gained a few more spots to finish in 36th. Without doubt, he's going to lose the point lead here tonight. So I want to say Lance Smith Jr. in that 32.
Maybe longer, but I don't know. I think it might actually be Lance Smith Jr. due to the gap in points. It's definitely not Zachary Fitzwater, because Fitzwater had an abysmal day in the Henderson Motorsports 75 machine.
Yeah, it's going to be close. It's definitely going to tighten things up, though, with Moore having that bad one, and I believe Fitzy having a bad one, too. So, yeah, that's definitely going to close up the gap going into Talladega, with Talladega can just just destroy
A
a lot of
wild
that.
card.
Yeah, if I can make it even tighter, someone can pull away. But what a interesting one here at Oswego Dirt, the AutoZone Dirt Derby. What's your final thoughts?
Well, that was a race the whole time, to be honest. Only two leaders the entire race. That's very interesting. But the best car of the day won. That's all you can really say. Eli Bright, the Allen's 42 machine. That thing was hooked the hell up, for lack of a better word. Fastest in qualifying by a good margin. Ends up taking home the trophy, and more importantly, the winner's check.
Oh yeah, for sure. So on pole, dominated this thing, led the most laps.
That is points today too.
So very good point stay for Eli Bright. Even though it doesn't really matter at this point with him being, let me see here, into this race in, not too bad. He doesn't hit 14th in points, so trying to be the 13th in points, and it might be a nice battle for 13th and being the highest non-chase rider between Eli Bright and Trey Smith for the rest of the season, because both of them got first and 7th, but pretty good one from Eli Bright, and a pretty interesting one here at Oswego Dirt, for the AutoZone Dirt Derby. One caution, couldn't see a dang thing in 1 and 2, but other than that, and other than Eli Bright dominating a fantastic one, pretty wild racing, and a huge thanks to Dale Campbell in the part-time race, and for Brett for joining me here in the main race. Up next is the points after the second chase race on the season. And until next time at Talladega, Alabama, for chase race number 3, we will see you guys next time. Bye!